Hello YouTube, and welcome to the DBTGamer Show, episode 208. Over the years, Nintendo has made a lot of games. Some of them good, some of them bad. Some of them downright bonkers and strange, and also very unique. Doshin the Giant is the game I will be reviewing today. So, let's see what this unique Nintendo 64 DD game and Nintendo GameCube game has to offer. Okay, let's start with the story for Doshin the Giant. Another thing that I found bizarre about this game was the game's opening cutscene and also the game's ending cutscene. Take a look at its opening cutscene. It's rather strange.
I'm a witness of history. My bone and flesh perished ages ago. I'm not even sure whether I'm alive or dead. The only thing I can do is to continue to keep watch over this island. The people living on this tropical island have retold a legend for generations. The legend says a big man will appear at sunrise. The big man will appear at the edge of the horizon. I keep on waiting for that dawn when the big man appears. The sun begins its climb into the sky, a morning like so many others. Does the big man appear? Has I waited for so long? He appeared. It's the big man. It's a giant. Very slowly he approaches. His movements seem calm and gentle. Such a gentle yellow giant.
The story of Doshin the Giant is quite simple. You're a giant. You rise up from the ocean every morning, you go to the island, and you serve the villagers. That is quite literally it. There is some more story to
this area is devoid of
but I'm not going to spoil that because spoilers. Next, let's talk about the graphics of the game. The graphics for the Nintendo 64 DD version of this game are okay and good for its time. My only complaint with the DD version is the draw distance is very popping and it can look a little bit blurry. But other than that, it's good for its time. Now, as for the GameCube version, it's a lot smoother, a lot nicer, a lot more crisp, and a lot less popping. So it's definitely my preferred version of the two. The controls for Doshin the Giant. The controls for Doshin the Giant are very simple to understand. L button transforms you into the different giants. I will get back to that later. Start button pauses, so you can save the game, all that good stuff. B button jumps. When Doshin the Giant has to pick something up, you press A. And when you have to put something down, you also press A. This kind of rather cumbersome because Doshin is rather big. And when you approach the object, it doesn't always activate. Kind of like in Resident Evil when you pick up certain items. Y button lowers ground, X button raises ground, Z button
the giant
uproots map, trees, R button takes photos. Yeah, that's your photo picture in this game, which I was rather surprised. But it's there. Although be aware, if you take a photo, it will take up memory space on your memory card, and space can be limited depending on which memory card you have in your game at the time. Your C button is your camera, and the D-pad changes the camera angle, and left and right stick moves. There are some different controls when you're playing as the evil Doshin Giant, known as Jashin. You can press A while tilting the analog stick, and you can throw out shockwaves to destroy mountains and all that sort of stuff. You can press A to smash objects with both hands, and that's really it. Everything else is pretty much the same with the regular giant.
They think he's a
Overall, I thought the controls were good. Next, on to music. The music for this game is very ambient. It's rather relaxing. Doshin the Giant's gameplay is very simple. You plant trees, the villagers build a village, and once they've built the village and there's enough trees, a flower will grow. And if you bring the flower to the village and to a nice open sort of area, the villagers will start to build a monument. do this a few times over with different coloured villagers, and then you get different monuments, and that's how you eventually beat the game. And they will worship you. All hail King Doshin! All hail King Doshin! Overall, gameplay is very relaxing. Good stuff about this game. One thing I really liked was building an island that was your very own. If your friend has this game, their island will probably look completely different to yours. Another good thing about this game is serving the villagers. Being bossed around is not always a thing that I like, but most of the time the villagers have simple needs which are easy to serve, and the other thing I liked about this game was being a god. You get to do basically what you want, and it's your choice. Another thing I liked about the game was the ability to swap through the giants at will. There's Doshin, which is the good giant, who does very good things, and there's Jashin, the bad giant, who can literally destroy mountains with spirit bombs. Each giant has their own capabilities and their own uses throughout the game. Jashin is supposed to be the evil one, and Doshin is supposed to be the good one. And the other thing I liked about the game was the photo button. The photo button was a rather fun little extra that I did not expect, so you can take pictures of your island. And the other thing I liked about the game was the map. It made things really easy to navigate, and when you build your island and change the landscape, the map actually changed in real time, which I thought was really cool. Throughout the game, you will start off by walking really slowly, and the game has a time limit, so you can't get much done in a day if you are really slow. But if you perform tasks that make the villagers happy, they will give you hearts. If you collect these hearts up and get enough hearts, you will increase in size and be able to move a little bit faster. You can also collect skulls, which I think they make you move slower, but I'm not entirely sure what they're for, because most of the time I focus on getting hearts and doing the good things so I can get more in a day. Throughout the game, there are also disasters which your island may experience. There are tornadoes which you can block just by standing in front of them, and Doshin will hug the tornado to death and the tornado will disappear. The power of hugging. Apparently it can stop tornadoes. There's also a volcano on the island. All you have to do is jump into it to stop that one. And then there's these evil creatures called the Naughties. I'm not so sure how these creatures react, because I haven't encountered them yet. Another really good power-up in the game is the dice block. The dice block is a little item you pick up, and then you just throw it, and you get a random item appear. Example, trees, more villagers, sometimes a flower, that sort of thing. Another thing that's really helpful for the game, at the end of every day you get a thing called human comments. Human comments help you decide what you did good, what you did bad. Example, if you step on someone, more of the people will be probably angry with you in the comments. And that sort of thing. The other thing that's good about the game is the Book of Giants. Yeah, after you complete a day on the island, the current giant you have goes back to the ocean and you've never seen again. And the next giant that comes next time you play the game on your second day will be a completely new giant, and you can compare your giants. When I first played it, I thought it was the same giant every time, but obviously this is not the case. And another good thing about the game is the Helper Man and Helper Woman. Throughout the game, at certain points, you'll get hints on what to do in the game.
Rage and fury.
This is really appreciated because
he cannot
this
carry
game itself,
he's gone berserk.
it's confusing.
The gentle expression on his face is nowhere to be seen.
Without the manual and without these helper characters, this game in the early 2000s would have been rather difficult to understand. Thank God Nintendo included some helper characters. Also, there's a lot of videos online these days which will help you through your quest to understand the game. And there's also some rather cheeky exploits which you can do as well to know how the game's mechanics works. Another thing I want to talk about is that the game is very simple and easy to understand when it comes to deciding how to build certain monuments. A way that the game does this is that certain islanders will be wearing different coloured clothing. You've got red islanders, green islanders, blue islanders and yellow islanders. So you have to combine the different islanders in order to build certain monuments in the game. Okay, that's all the good stuff I'm going to talk about. Now on to my complaints. On to my complaints. Doshin the Giant, it's a very difficult game to complain about because it's supposed to be a nice, relaxing experience which is supposed to help you chill out. Just a simple game where you take care of some islanders and do what they ask, and it's rather relaxing. But because I'm a reviewer, I have to be fair. and I do have 2 complaints with this game. Complaint number 1, and this is with both versions of the game, the islanders can be rather picky when it comes to doing what they ask. They will either ask you to bring trees to them so that they have trees so they can build a village, or they'll ask you to lower the land with Doshin's crazy wiggly arm moves. Sometimes they'll ask you to lower the land, and then immediately after you've lowered it, they'll ask you to hire it. Make up your mind, puny humans, or I may step on you. So yeah, sometimes doing the islanders' bidding can be a little bit frustrating and confusing. My next complaint is with the Nintendo 64 DD version. Now, I've never owned a Nintendo 64 DD version of this game, because A, they're expensive, and also the DD won't work with my N64. But I've been looking at some footage on the internet of the DD version, which was mostly for research for this review. The draw distance seems rather terrible. I'm not the sort of person who's a PC gamer and who likes to harp on this sort of thing. I'm not a graphics whore. You know, I will happily sit there and play Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine for the Game Boy Color and just enjoy it for what it is. But Doshin the Giant on the Nintendo 64 DD has a lot, and I do mean a lot, of popping when it comes to the draw distance, so it can be somewhat distracting. But other than that, both versions of Doshin the Giant are fun and playable. Would I recommend Doshin the Giant? If you want a nice relaxing game to help you relax, go for it. But I highly recommend that you buy the Nintendo GameCube version over the Nintendo 64 disc drive version. The disc drive version is really expensive and only available in Japanese, whereas the GameCube version is less than £20 most of the time. Okay, if you're at a convention you may end up paying up to £30, but it's a lot more affordable than the several £100 DD version is. My score for Doshin the Giant is a 3 out of 5. See you guys in my next video. Bye.